Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today I wanted to do a little review video on the FTX Carnage. As you may know, if you're subscribed to the channel, that I do quite a lot of running and build videos of the FTX, but I haven't really said like any details that you might be wondering. For example, what motors you get, and what ESCs you get. What is it strong enough for tough use or something like that? Basically, just general questions which I've been asked a few over the past year, which I've been on the channel so far, and I thought I was going to do just a quick review video, pretty simple. So I was just going to get my FTX. There it is. So yes, this is my FTX. Due to the colouring, as in the white, blue and black, and with the white wheels, that this isn't now, but was the brushed 550 brushed motor with ESC. When I got this FTX, I had it as a ready-to-run stock system. It had, well, the only thing I really would say is to change the battery straight away, because the only thing you get is a 1800 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride battery. So that's what you get with it. That is the battery. I've had this for a good 6 years and it's still in good condition. I didn't really use it that much because I swapped battery as quick as I can, really, because this didn't really last long for running time. Run time on this, you had that's a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you're careful, possibly 20 with this, because the 550 was quite a thirsty engine. It just drains the battery quite quickly, and so is the engine I got in there now. I got a 4,370 kV brushed LUS motor, so you just need a really good long-lasting battery. Lipos, I'm not sure if it did lipos for the brushed. I'm not sure, it might do, I think so, but I know for the brushless version, which you get ready to run brushless, which FTX provides, that you can do 3 cell, I think is the maximum you can do, or 6 cell. I don't know. I don't really do lipos, that's why I do nickel metals. I only do nickel metals. So the biggest I've got is actually a 3000, which lasts pretty well, and I've got 3 of them, so this is just a spare. Overall, when I had it, because I'm going off what I had back when I first bought this thing. When I had it back, it was a really good setup, especially because I had it about 6 years ago. Yeah, I had this at 6 years ago when I bought this. And the plastics on there, so here, the arms, front grille, and the underbay chassis, right? The chassis is still the original stock. I don't have to change anything to it, so it does last quite a while, and it's the same for the diffs, the wheels. These are still the original wheels. Oh god. One thing I have had to change was the spur gear, which was plastic. That was the fail-safe part, along with a brass, a little copper, something like not copper. What are you on about? So I got a little brass little 27 tooth. That is. Same on the Carnage and the Vantage. That's right. They're the same now because they changed the design. But when I first bought it, the first part to fail was actually the metal, not the plastic. The metal stripped first. So that was the original stock plastic spur gear, which I took out. It's still in good nick. I can still use it if I wanted to. I've got a new one in there at the moment, but I don't use it. I'll explain why later. And then that was the metal. I should be focusing on that. But all the teeth on that had stripped, so I replaced it with that one. It's quite a big difference, but that was the upgraded part. Still got the plastic, so I'll still probably use that as a spare. So yes, that plastic spur gear is the only thing that I had to change. And the electrics. The electrics, well, most people change the electrics over time anyway, so you know, it's no real surprise that, you know, the electrics will be different, especially on mine, which I've had it for like 6 years, so it's gonna change. If you want to actually see what's underneath here, I'm not going to show you now because I've already done it. I've already shown what's underneath here in another video on my channel, which you go and check out, which is basically just like what I've put in here, because it is a completely different setup to what you would normally expect. So then, another question is price. Now I've had this quite a lot actually. Price for this. When I got it, it was 210. I think what it is now is 214, which this is in pounds now, right? So put it into Google currency exchange or whatever you want on Google, just because I generally can't tell you now because I don't have any Wi-Fi. I have no internet at this current point of filming. I've been without it for the last 2 weeks, so I genuinely don't know what's going on. So price wise, for me it was 210, right? And now it's £214. The brushless version is 270, 280, possibly 290. I'm not sure. Pounds. It's quite expensive, really, but not as expensive which you can, you get for like Axles. So that's really price wise. It does have, FTX do the Nitro version, which is a bit expensive again, but that's for anybody who likes or knows Nitro. I don't know Nitro, so I don't have a Nitro version. But at the end of the day, is what you get, really, and this is, pretty amazing if you look after it carefully, because I have looked after mine quite well, and I know some people just like to go off and bash it to hell. This is why really the plastics have lasted that long, because I do tend to look after my RCs in general quite well when I'm driving them. I'm not saying you shouldn't go and crash it, because you're probably not enjoying most of it if you're not crashing it. But I've crashed mine plenty of times, even into my kneecap. That really hurts. Yeah, so it's, but you know, it's an RC at the end of the day, and it's meant for fun, and this is what, you know, this is fun. This is general, straight up the box fun. I'm sorry to say, guys, but that is it for today. That is my review video on the FTX. If you like this video, like it as always, and then also if I haven't answered any of your own questions, and you've got one that you would like to share, say so in the comments, and I'll hopefully get back to you as soon as I can. And then also don't forget to subscribe as well, because this is not a normal FTX, put it that way. And don't forget to go and check out my other videos on this as well. So yes, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I do hope to see you on the next video. And until then, it's goodbye for now. Right, so guys, why are you doing this? There. Just do it again, do it again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that got a good. Ow. Oh, man. I'm still recording as well, the thing is. I jammed my finger in the tripod on the way down. Oh, that hurts. Ouch. As you can see, my nail's gone black. That generally really flipping hurts.